From Journey Digital here. Just wanted to shoot a quick video to run through something that I think a lot of business owners and marketers will benefit from if they're looking to do any advertising, whether that's on Google AdWords or Facebook. Essentially, because when I speak to a lot of people who are looking to build their own businesses or get into advertising, oftentimes they don't actually break down what they need to achieve in order to break even from the campaign. And then therefore, when they actually get into advertising, they've shot themselves in the foot because they've essentially started something that's unprofitable from the very beginning. So what we're looking at here is called an MTO forecast, so a minimum target and optimal forecast. Essentially, looking at the best case scenario and the worst case scenario for a campaign. And for this example, we're going to be using $1,000 of advertising a month, and then breaking that down to kind of see, the pitfalls of what happens if you run a campaign that's essentially unprofitable from the very beginning. So, in the worst case scenario, if you break down $1,000 into the cost per clicks, which is $5 in this case, essentially, cost per click is the amount that it takes for someone to actually go from an ad to your website or whatever destination you want them to go to. So from $1,000 with a cost per click of $5, you can only get 200 people actually visiting your website. And then from that 200 people, the conversion rate, which is essentially the amount of people that will actually buy from you or take action, in this case, it's 1%. So we can see here that in the worst case scenario, with a conversion rate of 1%, with a cost per click of $5, you only get 2 sales from $1,000. And let's just say, for argument's sake, this business sells, t-shirts, is in e-commerce, and the average order value is $100. We can see that the amount of money that this person has made is actually $200 from $1,000 in ad spend. Essentially means that they're actually operating unprofitably, no matter how much money they spend. Because if they spend $2,000, $3,000, the metrics will stay the same and they will continue to be unprofitable. So what we need to realize is that there are a lot of levers that we need to pull in order to make this campaign profitable, and not just spending more money on the top. We need to then increase the conversion rate of the website, so getting more people to convert from that website, or increasing your average order value, or getting more people to purchase more frequently. So we can see here, moving over to the optimal stage, we've changed a few things, which is the conversion rate and the average order value. So effectively, let's just say this person has done the exact same thing, except they've optimized the website. So the likelihood of someone buying something from the website after they get there is now 10%. And the average order value is now $400. We can see that from $1,000, same amount of people that have visited the website, but instead they're actually making $7,000 in profit per month with an ROI of 8, as opposed to, worst case scenario where their conversion rate has 1% and they're only getting, $200 a month from $1,000 in spend. So this is a really, really great exercise to kind of figure out if your business model is profitable or not, but also figuring out, what do you need to achieve to break even? I would really recommend anyone, before they do any advertising or marketing online, definitely do an exercise like this to kind of figure that out. If you go onto Google and type in HubSpot ad spend calculator, you can actually use the free online tool to do the exact same thing I just did. So, you can change these variables, and then it actually spit out a number, and it will help you kind of figure out what is possible for your campaign and what, levers you need to pull. So let me know if that was useful, and looking forward to seeing you guys, smash it in your digital advertising. Thanks.